I look so tired because I am so tired. I spent all day yesterday driving to Chattanooga and back with Sarah because it was 9 months ago that she had her endometriosis surgery in Chattanooga, and so we had a little post-surgery like checkup thing, and seemed good. Okay, it was a 15-minute conversation, maybe 10 minutes, felt like 5. Why that couldn't have just been over the phone, I will never know, because nobody was touched during the appointment. It was just verbal words. That's what cell phones are for. But I decided for today's video that I want to answer your questions because it's my bread and butter. I love answering your questions. So ask on Instagram, follow me on there. What questions you guys had for me, anything, ask me anything. And you guys asked me tons of stuff. So we're gonna try and answer as many as we can. Let's go. Favorite movie and TV show? Such an easy question. Slumdog Millionaire, greatest movie ever. Also The Matrix, greatest movie ever. Also Interstellar, greatest movie ever. So just pick one of those. Favorite TV show? It's a French show called Lupin or Lupin. It looks like Lupin if you're reading it as English, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Lupin. Check that out. Great show. It's like the Sherlock Holmes of the French. What is the age order of your siblings? It goes Josh, then Amy, then me. I am the youngest. Advice going from friends to relationship with someone. Just let it play out naturally. I'm all about just being friends with the person that you like, and then it just naturally evolving into a relationship that then naturally evolves into a marriage. That's my advice. Now, maybe it's not so fluent like that, and some people break things up a lot more like we are friends, we are dating, we are married. The we are married part is pretty important to be designated, so maybe the other ones are too. I don't know. Okay, just you'll figure it out. What is a major life goal you are both currently striving for? I mean, I feel like it's just such a thing to say, we want more land, but we truly do want more land at some point. I think it'd be awesome to have an actual farm where you're raising your own beef and all this stuff. That's kind of the dream for me. I would really love to do that and be very hands-on with that entire process. Everything in my life is kind of going into that direction to learn more about these things so I can eventually do that. How do you deal with arguments in your marriage? I think to deal with arguments in your marriage, you have to realize why you are arguing and forget about the thing that's being argued about. Stepping back and looking at the argument as this thing instead of this battle, if that makes sense. You're objectively standing back behind it and thinking, what is this really about, and not who is going to win. I think of it like when somebody is addicted to smoking. Okay, people get addicted to arguing. When somebody's addicted to smoking, how it helps to stop, from what I've read, is to just observe the thought of smoking when you want to smoke. And just observing that thought of, oh, I want to smoke now. Why? What triggered me to want to smoke? Just stopping and observing that thought, just observing it, really helps in making you stop smoking. Just from having that thought of, why am I doing this? I think instead of just being in an argument and just really being there, if you just step outside of it and think, why am I arguing? Then it really helps to not argue so much. Hey Jordan, is Helix having a Black Friday sale? Oh my gosh, yes they are. In fact, Helix is having their greatest sale of the entire year right now, so it's the perfect time to upgrade your mattress. You can get 25% off your mattress plus a free sleep bundle for a limited time, so check out the Helix site for more details. By the way, this video is sponsored by Helix Sleep, so thank you. Helix has supported me for over 3 years now, and when you support them, you're directly supporting this channel. Helix is a premium mattress-in-a-box company that makes mattresses and bedding that are customized to fit your unique needs. And unlike other brands, Helix mattresses do not contain any fiberglass, which can be very harmful to your health. With a lot of options for mattresses on their site, how they match you with the perfect one for you is really fun and does not take long at all. Everybody's different, and Helix knows that. So they created a sleep quiz that matches your unique body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Sarah and I could not agree agree on which mattress we wanted to get because we're both different kinds of sleepers. You know, she's a side sleeper while I am a stomach sleeper, and we both like slightly different firmnesses of mattresses. So we decided to take the sleep quiz together as a couple, and they matched us with the Helix Sunset Luxe mattress, and it has been a dream for both of us. Take their sleep quiz by clicking the link in the description below. The best part about all of this is that Helix delivers your mattress right to your door, and in the US, it's even free delivery. It just comes rolled up in a box and is super easy to set up yourself. If it makes you nervous to buy something online that you haven't tried yet, there's no need to worry because Helix has a 100-night sleep trial, so that's more than 3 months to make sure that you absolutely love it. Plus, Helix mattresses have a 10-year warranty, and they even offer financing options and flexible payment plans, so the perfect night's sleep is literally available for everyone. I love my Helix mattress, and I really think that you will too. If you're looking for a new bed, check out Helix. Again, their best sale of the year is happening right now, so it is the perfect opportunity to upgrade your sleep with the 25% off your Helix mattress, plus a free sleep bundle. Click the link below or go to helixsleep.com/Jordan Taylor for more details on this limited time offer. If you didn't have your current jobs, what would you want to do with your lives? I've kind of answered this in the past. I'm really interested in like science and engineering and things like that. I would probably go more into that kind of discipline. It's very different from what I do now, but it's a part of my brain that I really, really believe could be activated. It would probably be in mechanical engineering if I had to choose. What are things that y'all do to stay connected in y'all's relationship? There's not like something that we do. Like we don't plan date nights and like have this committed date night or anything like that, which I'm not saying is a bad thing to do, but our lives are so interconnected and we are literally with each other 24/7 because we both work from home, that is what we do to stay connected. All of our interests are very intertwined, the kind of life that we live, projects that we have. We're so interested in like all the same stuff, so it's I don't know how our lives wouldn't be connected. A good question would be how do you actively try to disconnect your life somewhat? I'm just kidding. I'm very, very happy with how interconnected we are. A portal opens and you can visit either Narnia or Middle Earth for a week. Which do you choose and why? Middle Earth, because I've just loved Lord of the Rings growing up. In fact, I didn't even plan this. I just got the DVD set from my parents. This is like the family extended cut of The Fellowship and of Twin Towers. And I was like, I want to watch those like yesterday. And so I grabbed them from them. What's your favorite Owl City song? Such an easy question. I have always loved the song Tip of the Iceberg. How many animals do you guys have and how many hours of labor a day is it tending to them? Well, I honestly have no idea how many animals we have. We might have like 45 or something. At some point we have 70. Yeah, that sounds wild, doesn't it? I don't know. I've gotten to the point in my life that I do not know, and I don't really care how many animals that I have. It's too much to count, and they're not all in the same place at once, so it's very difficult to count. It doesn't take much time to tend to them every day. I mean, once you have systems in place, you just kind of do the minimum that you have to do to keep everybody going. I know every 8 days I might have to fill the chicken feeder, so that's in the back of my mind. So when I have to do that, I mean, feeding them takes like 5 minutes. In the wintertime, it's a little more difficult because you're thinking more about their safety because of the cold and water freezes, so getting water heaters potentially. Are those actually on? If they're not on, or if they broke, then you got to go out and refill up their waters every day, which is that is a pain. If you have everything in place, like water heaters and blah blah blah, it's really not that difficult to keep as many animals as we have. Will you homeschool when y'all have kids? Yeah, definitely we'll homeschool. Now, you'd be surprised. I'm not completely against the idea of sending a child to school if that school is very monitored and extremely trustworthy. If it's like a private school that is, you know, very, very, again, very, very, very trustworthy, and your child really wants to go to school for some reason that's just in them that they want to do. Yeah, I mean, okay, I would be open to that. Okay, I'm not like this dogman of you have to homeschool your kids. But for me, yeah, I think that homeschooling is amazing and a perfect option for my family. So yes, I will be homeschooling my future children. What are your thoughts on singleness and people who believe they are called to it? I think that there, sure, are some people who are called to singleness. But do I think that you are called to singleness? No, probably not. The chances of you being called by God to singleness are extremely, extremely low. And you should just assume, unless you are directly told, that you are not called to singleness, because it can turn into a bit of like, you have to believe that you are called to singleness because something went wrong, you're not finding the right person, and so people have to concoct this worldview that it is more meaningful than it actually is that this is happening to you. You've got to put yourself at the center of this thing going on so that you feel like you're not lost. And I don't know, sure, some people are called to singleness. It happened in the Bible, but I wouldn't assume that it is you that is called to that. I would assume that there is somebody that you should be married to so that we can repopulate this planet. Your favorite fiction book and favorite non-fiction book? I really like The Great Divorce by C.S. Lewis. I probably just say that's my favorite fiction book. Non-fiction, I would say I just recently read The Wright Brothers by David McCullough, and that book is just so good, so inspiring, written so well, makes you want to do something with your life, makes you want to learn something during the short life that you have. Highly suggest reading The Wright Brothers by David McCullough. How come every time a girl likes me, I lose interest and feel like I don't deserve it? You simultaneously, like a girl likes you, you simultaneously stop being interested in them and then feel like you don't deserve them liking you. There's a reason for that, I'm sure. That sounds like somebody who has, and I could be completely off with this, but that sounds like someone who has seen more failed relationships around them. Maybe their parents, maybe their grandparents, maybe their close friends, something, and you've experienced this firsthand. So obviously there's these natural instincts to, be interested in somebody, like somebody, but then when it really comes down to like, hey, making that decision of, hey, wow, this person actually likes me back, now we need to make a decision. Well, the decision is never made because you naturally start to just become disinterested in them as this shield to not have to make a decision and go through what you've seen that didn't work for other people. But then you also feel like you don't deserve this nice person to like you because you can see that they're committed to wanting to give this a shot while you're not willing to give it a shot because you naturally are like you're not interested in them anymore. And so you see their honesty and then you kind of feel like you are not living in the most honest or natural way while this other person is like ready to start dating. And so you feel unworthy of them liking you because you can't commit your life with them because you're worried about these other relationships that you've seen have gone wrong. That is just a stab in the dark, but I bet that's what's actually going on. All right, I gotta stop. There's just so many. They just keep going, and I really truly do appreciate the amount and the quality of the questions that I get. I gotta condense these videos into something that isn't like just 30-40 minutes long of me answering questions. But follow me on Instagram at @Messi_Jordan. I do these periodically where I ask for questions, so there's a great chance that your question could be on an episode. I really appreciate the questions. It means a lot to me. I love answering them. I'll do this again soon. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.